It was a sunny Saturday morning when the Mitchell family decided it was time for their monthly pancake extravaganza. Now, this wasn't your run-of-the-mill pancake breakfast. This was a full-blown, no-holds-barred pancake championship. The stakes were high, as each family member brought their own secret recipe to the table. The winner taking home the coveted golden spatula, a trophy made from an old spatula spray-painted gold. In the Mitchell household, the pancake competition had become somewhat of a tradition. It all began 3 years ago when Grandma Betty, the self-proclaimed pancake queen, made her famous blueberry pancakes for brunch. The family was blown away by their deliciousness, and the idea of a friendly competition was born. Since then, every month had seen increasingly outlandish flavors and equally outrageous stories to accompany them. The competitors this time were Mom, Linda, Dad, Bob, Grandma Betty, teenage sassy sister, Jenna, and little 5-year-old Max, who literally just wanted to mix flour with water and call it a pancake. Bob was the organizer of the event, and as he burst into the kitchen with a loud "Good morning, pancake aficionados," everybody winced. His chef's hat, a bright pink number with glitter, already sat atop his balding head, making him look more like a toddler at a dress-up party than a culinary expert. "All right, everyone. Today, we will each make our own signature pancake. The votes will be scored on taste, creativity, and presentation," Bob announced with the enthusiasm of a game show host. Linda rolled her eyes. "Bob, you mean to tell me that a 5-year-old can win a contest against Grandma Betty's legendary blueberry pancakes? Why not? Max might surprise us with something wild," Bob replied, trying to suppress a laugh as he ruffled Max's hair. "Hee!" Max yelled, but he was secretly delighted. His dad had just given him the thumbs up of support. He grabbed his trusty mixing bowl, the old red one that had seen better days, and his tiny whisk. Grandma Betty clapped her hands together like she had just heard a great punchline. "All right, my dear grandchildren, get your aprons on. I'm going to show you how to make the best pancakes that ever graced this kitchen." "Grandma, you know the only reason we don't use the kitchen on our unchanged mustard yellow walls is that you keep this famous recipe close to your chest," Jenna teased, rolling her eyes. "Come here, young lady. No need for that sass," Grandma Betty shot back, wagging a finger and mock sternly putting her apron on as if preparing for battle in a cooking competition. And just like that, the pancake showdown began. Jenna went first. "You all are about to witness the flavor masterpiece I've dubbed Jenna's Tropical Lemonade Explosion Pancakes." She proudly mixed fresh lemons and shredded coconut batter, while tossing in some sprinkles for that extra pop of color. To sell it all, she added 3 tiny umbrellas to her plate, because what says vacation more than a mini tiki bar in a pancake realm? Next up was Grandma Betty, who had long ago perfected her blueberry pancakes, and now she was venturing into the wild by adding a twist. "Chocolate chips. You kids will never see this coming," she declared, emphasizing each word with a dramatic flair as if she were unveiling the cure for world hunger. Linda decided to take a more heartfelt approach. She pulled out a secret ingredient, maple syrup that she had infused with cinnamon and a hint of chili. "These are my Mommy's Spice Delight pancakes," she announced. "Whoa, Mom, is that legal?" Jenna chuckled, and Max started repeating everything she said. "Ooh, legal. Legal." Max was next, and with great sincerity, he poured flour and water into his bowl, tossing in a handful of chocolate chips. "I call mine Max's super easy chocolate chips pancakes," he proclaimed proudly as if he'd just discovered fire. After everyone had finished their creations, it was time to cook. The family crowded around the stovetop, excitement buzzing through the air. Bob was at the helm, flipping pancakes with the grace of a seasoned chef and the enthusiasm of a cartoon character. But chaos was brewing. Linda's pancake batter splattered everywhere as Max anxiously bounced on his toes. Waiting to help. Just pour gently, kid, she instructed, her focus lost as Max's tiny hands got clingy with excitement. Not to be outdone, Grandma Betty grabbed the spatula with her excellent flipping technique. Except this time, as she flipped her pancake, it flew gracefully through the air, executing a perfect somersault maneuver before landing squarely on Bob's head. What the? Bob shouted, his culinary ensemble now garnished with blueberry pancakes. Jenna and Max burst into laughter, gasping for air at the sight of their dad swiping the pancake off his head like it was a pesky fly. The laughter only fueled Grandma Betty. Maybe that pancake just thought you had pancake potential, she quipped, giggling, as they stocked the plates one by one. It was apparent things were spiraling out of control in a most hilarious fashion. The kitchen floor transformed into an abstract pancake art gallery. There were colorful batter streaks and failed pancake flips decorating the walls as if Jackson Pollock had taken a crack at breakfast. Max, who was utterly fascinated, yelled, "I want to help." He reached for the jug of syrup. "I'm going to decorate mine." He poured what looked like 2 gallons of syrup on his pancakes, resulting in a syrup-slick disaster that left the entire kitchen looking like a sticky funhouse. At that moment, the smoke alarm went off. Grandma Betty, who had been multitasking, turned to check her pancakes. "Oh no, not Aunt Betty's. My goodness," she exclaimed, wafting her arms in a panic as if to strip the smoke lingering above the stove. Finally, the pancakes were stacked, albeit a little haphazardly. An array of mismatched colors, toppings, and unexpected flavors lay before them like a pancake mosaic. "Now for the taste test," Bob announced, his eyes gleaming with excitement. "We need to judge each pancake starting from the least favored and ending with the delicious champion. Jenna, you're up first." With a synchronized drumroll, they all took a bite of Jenna's tropical lemonade pancakes, which were surprisingly refreshing. "Wow, it's like a vacation in my mouth," Bob exclaimed, giving Jenna an enthusiastic thumbs up. Max eagerly offered, "Mine next. Mine next." "I didn't know I could eat it either." They all took a big bite, and as soon as everyone chewed, the kitchen was filled with the sound of gummy chomps and laughter. "This might be the best pancake I've ever made," Max declared proudly, glancing at the others for validation. With a syrupy kiss on their cheeks, Grandma Betty took the risk and dove into her blueberry chocolate pancakes. Just like my grandmother used to make," she claimed, and everyone laughed. With each pancake taste test, Bob tallied the votes on the back of an old pizza box. The one from last week's family pizza night, a true representation of the family kitchen's chaos. When he finally revealed the score, the tension was thick in the air. "And the golden spatula goes to Max? What?" everyone exclaimed in unison. Bob couldn't help but chuckle. "Your pancakes were simple yet had the purest essence of joy and fun. Who knew flour and water could transcend culinary masterpieces?" Max raised his tiny fists in the air, nearly knocking over his syrup-laden pancake. I won! I won!" As Max paraded around the room like a mini chef, Grandma Betty pulled him close and whispered, "But you know you're going to have to let Grandma make you the pancakes from now on. Right? Just to ensure we keep winning." The chaos melted into laughter as each family member couldn't recall ever having such a delightfully disastrous day. Pancakes might have been the goal, but togetherness and laughter were the true highlights of their wildly messy pancake championship. Armed with a new recipe for joy, they sat together at the table covered in remnants of their pancake spectacular, swapping stories and making memories. Lemonade exploded, pancakes and all. As the sun set through the window, amidst syrup stains and colorful batter-smoothed walls, they knew next month would be every bit as wild as this one. And that, my friends, is how the Mitchell family learned to celebrate the joys of cooking anew. One comedic disaster at a time.